What's what's good, YouTube? It's your boy JT and hold up. We're about to clock in again, man. Hey, this is my favorite juice right now. Anyways, man, today we got another fresh and fit reaction video. And without taking much of your time, let's go through this.
Men tend to be interested in things. Yes. Women tend to be interested in people.
That's a biological fact.
And they choose. And why? Because we go all the way back to the savannah once again, and we go back to our hunter-gatherer tribes, and women had to develop a way of communication, be more sensitive to communication amongst their peers, amongst the sort of the clutch of women that were the gatherers, the berry pickers, and the nurturers, and the women who are. It takes a village to raise a child, right?
Yeah.
Well, that. At least implies a predictive framework that says that women are going to be better at communication. And guess what? Studies prove that they are better at communication. Yeah. And they're better at...
I don't think you even need to study that. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Men will get women. You know what? Let's hear what he got to say, and then I'll say what I got
nuances.
To say.
They're better at reading sub-communications. They're better at reading vocal intonations. They're better at reading your personal expressions, right?
Yeah.
I use this all the time. It's like, have you ever been like at the clubs, or you've been with your girlfriends, or you're in a group, a mixed group, and another girl walks in, and maybe she's the girl in the red dress, right? She walks in, she walks through nobody knows who she is, and she walks out, and then the girls look at each other and they go, "Did you see the dirty look that bitch just gave me?" And you're like, and you were right there, and that just happened, and she's just like, "Did you see that? Look, she just," and they're like shooting daggers with her, and it's like, you were right there, and you didn't see it happen, but they did.
Yep.
And that's the degree of sensitivity that they have to communication.
And it's been shown in infants too.
Yes. The face studies, the facial studies.
Face studies, and
yes.
Baby females versus baby males, they have more white matter in their brains. They're able to detect social cues.
Well,
a good point that they mentioned, and I wanna actually talk about it. That they said that women biologically, like they're better at, they have more communication skills than us. And when we talk about communication skills, it's not the be able to communicate, but also to read people, and that is true, bro. You walk inside a room, a girl without like 3 seconds, you get in the room, 3 seconds after, a girl can tell if you're confident or not, something like that, just by your body language, right? We can do that too, but it's not naturally. Like, we can actually work on it, but women have that, like, because they have to be able to do that shit, so they can know, oh, who's the more confident guy, or who's this, who's that. They have to know that. You know what I'm saying? When we watch dating coaches videos, right, they tend to say a lot, oh, she does this and that because this, she means that this and this, right? For example, oh, she flaked on you, leave her. Why did she flake on you? That's what you gotta know. But once girls, pull back, we think, oh, she don't like me no more, right? A lot of people be like, oh, she don't like me no more, so I gotta chase her. No. One thing is, she pulling back, and you might think if she doesn't like you anymore, guess what? Don't even try. Just move on. But most of the time, once they pull back, it's because they trying to test you, or they just want some time off. Once they pull back, let them go. Keep that thing like once a week. You know what I'm saying? Hit them up once a week. If she wants to talk to you more, she can reach out. If not, once a week. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's the subtle. That's like kind of the unconscious communication that they're trying to pass to you, but we as men, we think logical, so we're not very good at those things. But yeah,
and facial symmetry as
Yes.
well. And so women, vocal intonations, subcommunications, the way you talk about something, the way you telegraph things. When we talk about like pickup artists and game and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
a lot of times guys telegraph their insecurities to women.
Yes.
And that's because women are more sensitive and understand like communication cues that men, because men, we say what we mean and we mean what we say, right? We're just like, we're blunt about stuff. We're
Logical.
information driven, whereas women are feelings driven when it comes to a conversation. So for men, it's about the content. It's about the information in that conversation. For women, it's the context.
Yeah.
How did that conversation make them feel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is funny because whenever you go on a date, right? She knows off rip if she's gonna smash you or not, because she can tell by how you make her feel on the date. If not, it's like, you know what? I'm off for this guy. I'm heading out of here.
Vibes.
Right.
Right. Or I'll say a fact, and the girls will like, I just don't like the way you said it.
Yeah.
Right.
They'll
Tone.
have
That's
an
another
issue
one.
with an issue with it, including Lonnie Love when I said punish bad behavior, right? Shirts and stores. They're like, I didn't like the way he said it. I get what he's saying, but I didn't like
It's
the way
the
he said
truth,
it.
but I don't like how he said it.
Exactly.
Right.
So there's proof right there.
And
for
let me
you guys.
and let me tell you something. I get that.
It's all about. I remember I said that in a different video. I said it's all about how you make her feel. It's not about what you say. How she feels after what you say.
all the time. It's called, was it tone policing, tone monitoring,
Yep.
policing, I think is what it's called. And so I do that all the time. Like people say, well, whenever I have women who are critics of what it is that I'm saying, they'll say, well, that's true, but you sound so angry when you're telling me about it, right? Or if you just changed your tone, then people would accept. It's like, no, they wouldn't, because we live in a gynocentric social order. I am presenting facts that are unflattering to female nature, and it doesn't matter if I say them like this and just, it's okay, it's gonna be all right. I can say them like that, or I can say, hey, here's the damn data right here, just.
And then they're gonna just be like,
Yeah, and it doesn't matter, because it's not the way you say it. It's the actual information you're conveying, and they have no counter argument to it. They have nothing else, because they're not interested in finding anything else that's against that self-interest, right? I get it. I understand. But it's like the feelings make them, that emotion, like prioritizing emotion before reason. And that's a point that I wanted to get. I got another graph for that today too, but when we get to that point, but instinct, emotion, and reason. And so when women choose careers that are more like face-to-face or more person-oriented, those are the ones that they find most rewarding.
Yes.
You don't see women working in construction. You don't see them primarily working in STEM fields unless they're forced into STEM fields.
Yep.
The careers that women choose tend to be like ones that it's like one-on-one, it's you're facing that person, and men tend to be more interested in things. We tend to be the engineers, the architects, let's make a bridge across that river over there.
Programming.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
programming, and things that are more like concrete, right?
And for those that are wondering, STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. That's
Right.
what STEM means.
So
guys.
those are the things. And so what happens is when we create, right?
And for those that are wondering, STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. That's
Right.
what STEM means.
So
guys.
those are the things. And so what happens is when we cater our college
education.
our educational like programs and
Yes.
everything else, we're
Test taking.
so what happens is the colleges that were teaching those things, they don't make as much money teaching those things as they would if they were teaching it for a female interests, because we need to develop our psychology program. We need to develop our communications program, because we're getting more women that are coming in that are applying for college, to come into, or applying for grants, applying for money, applying for, student loans and those things. And they're spending that money on these programs.
Yes.
So of course, what are they going to do in those colleges? They're going to cater to that need. If they're a business like anything else.
Yeah.
So
Colleges are a business, and people forget that.
exactly, and you have to remember also, we're at a time right now where, like, was it 68% of college, new college applicants are like women, and I
Yes.
believe it's at least 68 or 70% are graduates are women right
Yes.
And does
They are.
anyone talk about the fact that women are in college and they may say, oh, you know what? I don't like this subject anymore. I want to change my major. They do that tens of thousands of times, and it's like, you know what? That's more money for the
now. I'm gonna
the
find
school.
what I really like. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It is. The more indecisive you are in college, the more money that.
So now we know that the education system, I hate to say it, guys, it is a business. And
Yeah.
if women are the predominant consumers of college education, the colleges would be stupid from a business standpoint to not
Not to
cater
cater to
to
those
their
things.
target audience. You know what I'm saying? It's sales, whether you guys want to accept it or not.
Don't forget that too. College is a business. You graduate, you study hard.
From the number
You study hard for 4 years in college. You graduate. You got 40,000 in debt. But in those 4 years, if you worked as hard as you did towards something that you want to do, like a business or something, guess what? That debt would now be there, bro. Will not, trust me. 4 years will not do it. But anyways, man, that was the video. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe on the channel so you can watch more videos like this one, alright? Anyways, man, so boy JT, clocking out.